Pizza Head Podcast is an animated show that can be found on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram under the name Pizza Head Podcast. So go check it out. I'm the animator and the voice of Pizza Head. But I'm the voice of Pizza Head. Okay, I don't know why they always gotta update these. Okay. Hey, welcome back to the Pizza Head Podcast. I was just yelling at the computer for about 25 minutes, getting ready for our illustrious guest, a man on the run, running away from the police. He's on a mission across the country. Have you ever met a guy who you never know what he's gonna do? Sometimes he's vegetating on a couch. The next thing you know, he's across the country in a southern state tussling with the police. You love him. You wanted him back. Ivan, Andy, the alien. How are you, motherfucker? All right.
Well, technically it's Andrew. Andy's like but
I hate
like
this
a
guy.
slight.
You know, he always does it. He takes the air right out of the balloon.
I am pissed. Okay, so I'll just let off steam at the beginning. I just want to get this off my chest.
All right.
So
it's gonna be a good one.
So I have California license plates, obviously, because I'm moving back to Maryland. You know, I'm going to be closer to my family and things like that, and help take care of, some family members.
You got some family emergency you got to take care of. That's all right. Keep it moving there.
And so I already read online that sometimes if you have California license plates, you can be a little bit targeted when you're driving across the country, especially in the South, because they don't know what you're up to. They're like,
sure,
why is this guy visiting our shitty state?
I don't know. I've never been
to any listeners, which you don't have, that might be from the South. I apologize, but so basically, I always thought it was like bullshit. I'm like, whatever.
Hold on a second. So just to clarify,
no reason is
hold on. Just to clarify for the audience, we're in California. I live in California. So does Andy. He is traveling south through the southern states on his way to Maryland, where he's originally from with his parents, because they have a family emergency. But that's correct, right? So far, so the people are following along, and you're driving,
correct?
Right? Okay. Try to speak. Get a little closer to the computer because I can barely hear you. It might just be me though.
No.
Okay, continue.
Okay. So, basically, I'm driving, right? And once I hit the Arkansas line, literally, you could see the "Welcome to Arkansas" line.
Nice.
A cop.
We love the people from Arkansas, by the way.
Huh?
We love the people, our brothers in Arkansas. Continue. I work with some of them sometimes.
It's nothing against Arkansas. It's about the fucking police. Sorry, should I not?
Whoa. No, go ahead.
Okay.
Feel free.
But they, so I get pulled over. Immediately. Lights start blaring. I'm like, oh, crap. Because I already have anxiety,
Sure.
And so I'm like, all right, what did I do? I was going the speed limit. I pull over. Cop comes out. And I thought he was going to go to the front window, like they do in the show Cops. Like put down the window. Like, can I see your license? He goes around the other side to the side window.
Yeah, so they won't get hit by traffic.
Nefarious.
Have you never been pulled over by the police? They do that so they won't get hit by oncoming traffic.
No, I was just basing it off the fucking show.
Oh, okay. I've been pulled over before.
That's what I assume they do. But anyway, he goes around there. And he taps, and I open the window. I was like, hello, officer. I was extremely polite. I'm like, hi, what did I do? He's like, you were driving in the left lane on the highway.
You were?
Yeah. And he's like, but you can only do that when you're passing. And I was like, sorry, officer.
Okay.
I really didn't know that. And he's like, can you step out of the car, please?
Oh,
like, doesn't that seem a little harsh? Especially because as we're talking, you see people driving in the left lane.
So he won't get out on that side, but he wants you to do it.
License plates, and he didn't seem to care. But the next story is even better than that. But okay, so he pulls me over, and because of that stupid ass reason, and he makes me go out, and I stand by him and everything, and he's like, so why are you going out to Maryland, huh? Like that little, I don't know, like a detective sound.
He's being coy.
Yeah.
He's trying to coax it out of you. He's
He's
trying
trying to
to
coax it
pump
out.
you
Yeah,
for
he's trying to
information.
fish. He's
He's
trying to
gonna
fish
good
me.
old Columbo. He's Jessica
Exactly.
Fletcher from Murder, She Wrote. He's trying to get some information from it, like a spy,
Exactly.
like somebody on a detective slant. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm Andy Tightlips. I wasn't going
Andy
to just
Tightlips.
kidding.
Hey, what do you tell your mother? Tell her to
Yeah,
go
that
suck
was
on a
just.
lemon.
I'm actually just kidding. I blabbered like a baby. I was like, no, I didn't cry, but I was just like, "I'm sorry, officer." He's like, "Well, he asked me again, like I was saying, like, why are you going to Maryland?" I explained everything, and he's like, "Well, how come you don't have much stuff in your car?" And I was like, "Because I hired a moving company that they're taking
Yeah.
the big stuff
Well,
across."
people don't usually do that. You
Well,
understand
I
that,
had
right?
a
Like,
couch and a bed and like dresser and shit. How
I
am I
know, but
supposed
I'm
to fit that in a Kia K5?
the people that can afford right now, especially to move their stuff with a moving service. I mean, it's the only
How
way to
much does
go
this cost
now.
me?
At our age, I'm just like, I'm not moving stuff anymore. All right. Unless it's
Moving
quick
stuff
and it's
sucks,
like
bro.
in the state of California, you know what I mean?
It was totally because of the license plates.
Yeah.
And so he had me go out
We
and
don't
I'm
like your
sitting.
kind round here.
Ah, yeah.
What are you, by the way?
You're
What
gonna
is your
you're gonna change
ethnicity?
our you're gonna change our lifestyle.
Andy is of Caucasian descent, some kind of Caucasian, I believe. Right? You're not a Cuban, are you?
No, no. I mean, thank God I'm not black or gay, or I would have been in prison
Whoa!
as we speak.
You took it too far. Jeez.
And
You're gonna get me too'd on here, or no, what is it? Hashtag revolution. I don't know. Continue the story.
so essentially, he does all this stuff. And I was there for about 15 minutes, and then finally he realizes that he's an idiot. He's obviously not a
Oh,
sheriff.
I just realized I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
That's what he
yeah.
said.
He realized that he made a big mistake, and he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna give you a verbal warning." When they say verbal warning, that means they know they fucked up and don't want to get reported. And he's like, "I'm gonna give you a verbal, or your hot chick." They always give hot
By
chicks
the way,
verbal
just for the
warnings, huh?
audience here, Andy is the type of guy who he will call like a cable company and just make a fuss and they'll give him something. Like they'll give him a rebate. Like I remember one time you were complaining about something that you wrote on Twitter, you complained about a company and they gave you back all your money like right away. I think it was Cyberpunk. Was that right? Correct?
Oh yeah, Cyberpunk. Yeah, I
So he'll
bet.
just do
Yeah.
that for fun. He'll just call up a company and be like, "Yo, I don't appreciate this. Give me my money back." And they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir." Whereas, like, if I did that, man, I'm still waiting on
Not to
my
get
cup
too
of
far
noodles
off topic, but the
refund.
best part is the best story ever, and I'll make it quick because I want to get back to this.
I love it. Go ahead.
Is the
The floor is yours.
that Hyundai I had back
Oh, right.
oh, this is the best that I really pursued and got the best result ever is I got a Hyundai Ioniq 2019 version, and it kept dying out, like the battery kept sucking. And so I had it repaired all the time, and I called Hyundai. I was like, this isn't cool. And they made me go through all these loopholes for 7 months. And then finally, they got in touch with me and said, we're going to give you the full money back that you spent on the car. That is
So you got a full car, like a whole
a
car?
whole a whole refund
That never
of the car
happens
as
to
though it
me.
was brand new. That was dope.
Yeah, Andy's
But I
pretty
had
lucky
to I
like
had to
that.
keep doing it because they were going to push back. That's why it took six
Sure.
or 7 months.
I just would, do you know how
Um,
many little things like that that I have around the house where I was like, "Ah, I should return that, but I don't have the time to go. They're counting on you, on a person like me that's like, I just give up. You are like, hey, I'm gonna keep screwing with you guys so you give me my money. Anyway, could continue your story about the police. You
well,
got a
because
full
I was
car.
bored and had
Congratulations.
nothing
Everyone
better to
hates you.
do. I mean, it's kind of fun because you don't have to fight anybody. You can just bitch at them on the phone and then,
Hey, you're
whatever.
making the system work for you.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what it's
it's
there
something to
for.
do like when you're just sitting around. But yeah, all right. So basically back to the story is yeah, eventually he let me go and he was like, just don't do it again. And then he just stopped and pulled over and just let me just go. And then today was the worst, bro.
So that was yesterday.
That was yesterday.
So today you got pulled
That
over
was in
again.
Arkansas.
So now where are you?
Right now, I'm in West Tennessee.
Are you at a casino again?
Hell no.
So that casino kind of sucked, huh?
Well, that was in Mississippi.
Okay,
That's
we'll
where I
talk about
stopped
that
the
later.
other night. That's
Let
where
me
I stopped
let me hear the
last
traffic
night.
stops first. Did you run from the
Because
police? Did
Arkansas
you
and
take off your
Mississippi are
shirt
right next to
and
each other.
scream?
So right after I got through Arkansas, I stopped in Mississippi and stayed at a casino resort because I thought it'd be cool because it was cheap. But obviously, I showed you a video. There was literally nobody in the casino
Yeah,
except maybe
ladies and
two
gentlemen, there was
chicks
no
that
one
were
in that
over 80.
casino. I saw
Huh?
the pictures. It was empty.
It was sad. It
Yeah.
was also depressing, just like the whole state. Like I've never, no offense to Mississippi listeners, but I know it's a big state.
He's gonna say
But
something fucked up right now.
my experience was weird.
Okay, that's not too
Very,
bad. It was weird. Okay, you can say that about Cali too. What was
oh
weird
yeah,
about it?
Cali's like really weird. Um, but yeah, okay. So I'll drop that. No
What
offense to
was weird about it?
Mississippi.
Tell us what was weird about it. You can't leave us hanging on the ledge like that. What was weird about it? Nothing racist, please. But what was weird
Nothing
about it?
racist, of course. I the very first thing that happened to me when I drove into Mississippi is I pulled over for a second because I was trying to look up hotels in the area.
Sure.
And this guy comes up and
Oh
starts
yeah.
banging on my door or my window. And, I open it and I'm like, hey, what's up, man? And he puts his head inside my car. And I mean, the guy's all crooked eyed and shit,
Crooked-eyed, huh?
yeah, it kind of creeped me out. But that's not nice, but he was creepy. And he came in the window, was looking at me. He's like, "Can I wash your car?" I was
Oh,
gonna say fuck no, but I was like, "No, that's okay.
yeah.
I'm good." And he's like, "Okay, well, can I have some money?" And I was like, "Okay." And I was gonna give him $5, which I thought was
That's a
pretty
lot of money,
generous.
I think.
And then he's like, "That's not enough. Can you give me 20?"
I thought you said he saw the money in your wallet and he
He
was like,
did,
"Hey,
which was
I'll
dumb
see
of
the."
me. But what am I supposed to do? His head is in the window. I'm
It's a
pulling
tight
out my wallet
situation.
to give him $5, and he sees that I have cash in there. And I'm like, crap. When he says, no, how about that 20? And I was like, I'll give you the five. And he's like, come on, I'm trying to get something to eat. And I was like, okay, I'll give you, what did I say?
You got a
I was
slow
like,
motion robbery going
I was like, I'll give you, I was like, you give me the
on.
$5 back and I'll give you a 20. So I'm giving you $15. And he
Damn,
was
dude.
like, are you sure, man? I'm really hungry. And I was like, well, come on, man. Like, I'm driving across the country. I'm already giving you $5 for nothing.
I wouldn't
I'm
have given that
sitting
motherfucker
here
anything.
looking on my GPS to find a hotel
That's
because I'm driving across the country. And he's like, uh, he's like, well, if you insist, he gave me the $5 back, and then he reaches over and points. He saw my change little bin, like right in the middle. He's like, "Can I have that?" I mean, it was like 11 cents or something stupid, like 35 cents. I was
so.
like,
How much did he get you for? How much did he get you for?
I mean, I think the total was, I think I messed up when I was saying the 20. It was, but the total price was $11.35
He got robbed
for absolutely
he
nothing.
got robbed basically because you weren't
I
helping
essentially got
charity.
robbed because his head was in the car.
You should
It's
have
not like I
socked
could
him in
just
his
back
mouth.
out and like
You get
drive
you don't got some
away.
mace that motherfucker.
I don't have
Anyways,
mace, bro.
let's continue to the second
Oh, the second one's
pullover.
good.
So Andy has good luck when it comes to like messing with people on the phone, but poor luck when it's police and homeless gentlemen robbing him. So continue the story.
No, I'm cool with homeless people, but I always give them what they want, so they don't
No, that's
fuck
what I'm
with me
saying. You're
anymore.
cool, but a little too cool. You're a little too nice. Andy's a very nice
I am too
person.
nice.
He's too
But
nice to people. Sometimes I'll yell at him and he'll be like, I'm expecting him to yell back at me. He just won't do it.
and that pisses you off.
That makes me mad that he won't like I'm trying to,
I
suss
guess
it out
other
of him so he
people
can
like
get some
that too.
animations going. He just won't. He's just like, whoa, why are you getting upset? I'm like, I'm not,
I was
I'm
like,
trying to
fuck
get
you.
you
You're like, screw
to.
you.
He's like, calm down, buddy. Jesus.
All right, let's get to
Relax.
the second one. The second one was today. That
Okay.
was in West Tennessee. So I'm driving through, and like I think I was saying before, or no, I don't know. But I was going like literally the speed limit. I was in the right lane. I knew I was in the south. I knew I had California license plates, and I now know I knew from the first stop that we are targeted, that they're thinking maybe we're transporting drugs or firearms, you know, across the
Mm-hmm.
country.
Yeah,
Um,
you look like Breaking Bad over there with
well, I
your
mean, it's
glasses and your.
California, you know, it's it kind of has a reputation for that. Like it or not, California does have a
When I
reputation.
look at you, I do not think gun running drug smuggler. I think tech dude or surfer bro or
It
like
wasn't,
that.
yeah, it wasn't about what I looked like. It was the California license plate.
Oh, you think so? I
Of
think they don't
course
like
it was.
California
Why
people
wouldn't
going
it
through their
have
state.
been? When all those other cars driving by with local plates are getting away with murder while he's tailing. All right, well, I have to finish the story before I get into that. So I'm driving, and this cop is tailing me for about a good 5 miles. Hell, it might have even been 10, but
This
probably five.
today.
This was today and early afternoon. He was tailing me for about 5 miles, and I have my cruise control on exactly the speed limit. It was 70 miles per hour. Set
Hmm.
it. I was in the right lane, which is what I got pulled over for before, which was stupid about the left lane. So I'm in the right lane, perfect miles per hour. And so I'm driving and he's still tailing me. What the fuck did I do? And he's not pulling me over yet. I'm like, okay, maybe it's just the plates and he's waiting till, I kind of, I don't know, cross state lines or something. And is it as I'm like concentrating on that, I think it was a Camaro drives by going at least 90, hell, it could have even been 100 miles per hour.
Sure.
Flies by.
Where's
He
a cop when
doesn't
you need him?
he doesn't do anything. He's still tailing me.
Yeah, because he doesn't like you because he thinks you're a California eggplant piece of shit.
And so he ultimately I see the lights. Shit, like what else could I have done? So I pull over. He comes over once again, goes to the right side, taps the door. I open it up, and he says, "How are you, sir?" And I was like, "I'm fine. What did I do? What did I possibly do?" I was nice, but I had to say it that way. I was like,
Sure, you're
"What
upset.
did I do?"
This is how he attacks German car companies too. He'll be like, "Hey, what are you guys gonna do for me?" This is how Andy talks to people. Okay, go ahead. That's how you talk to the cops. I'd be like, "Hello, my hands are on the steering wheel. Please don't. I'm not. I'm not wilding out. Don't. I lowered the
Because I feel
radio.
like if I was mean to him, he'd be like the kind of cop that would like throw in some hardcore
I
drugs in the back seat and just be like, "See, I got you."
I've learned to
He was
not
like
say
that kind of
anything.
guy.
You're not supposed to say anything
All I
unless
said
they
was,
ask you something.
"Yeah,
But that's me. I don't know."
yeah." But no, actually, I heard there's a law now where cops aren't allowed to do that.
Well, I remember, just real quick, I got pulled over once. I was driving my company car. This is like when I was like 21, and this lady cop was just yelling at me, and she was like, "Do you know how fast you were going?" I knew how fast I was going because I was delivering a package for my company. I wasn't speeding. I never sped in that car. It was like I was getting paid by the hour. I had no reason to go quickly.
Yeah.
So she pulls in. And I just smiled at her. I kept smiling. I nod at her. I would say yes and no when she talked to me. She left. She ran her. She asked me what kind of car it was. I told her it was a company car. She was like, they're gonna fire you and blah blah because you're." And I just smiled, nodded, answered the questions. When she came back, she had calmed down. She left me out for what you said earlier, a verbal warning, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, thank you. And I was just like, well, I won that round because she was upset about something. It wasn't me. She
It
was
wasn't
upset about
you.
something else. You know what I mean? So,
Was she white?
anyways,
Was she white?
she was. Yes. Or
I had a
some type
feeling.
of very light skinned, you know,
I know. I
Latin
just
or
had a
something.
feeling.
But
Um,
let's go with your antagonizing the cops version, which is much more entertaining.
no, that was
What
entertaining.
did
I
I
mean, it
do,
just shows
officer,
how
you piece of
sometimes like the
garbage?
cops are. I don't know. I'll get back into it, but yeah. So he pulls me over, and I was like, "What did I do? Like, I have no idea." And he's like, "Well, I was as I was kind of watching, I was kind of looking up what the tent laws are in California. And I noticed that your back window is a little bit darker than what's legal in California. If you were in Tennessee,
Yeah, that's
it'd be
bullshit.
perfectly legal. But I have to judge things about where your car is registered. And in California, it's a little too dark. Can you step out of the car, please?
They just keep telling you,
I was
get out of the
like,
car,
you gotta
motherfucker.
be kidding me. I didn't say that, but I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And that's when I said, did you not see that Camaro fly by you at like 90 to 100 miles per hour? He's like, I didn't see any Camaro.
Yeah, of course not.
Well, of course he wouldn't, because he was doing something asinine by looking up the tent laws in
Wait
California.
a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Tit laws? You say tit laws? What are the tit
Tent.
laws?
No, tent laws.
Okay,
They're
tent.
probably more lenient in Tennessee, too. I
The
don't know.
tit laws? Okay, titty laws.
I don't know. Everyone loves it.
Yeah.
Hard to tell. But maybe. All right. Anyway, um, so
Are you smoking at all on your trip?
no. Hell no. Actually, that's a good point. Good point. Is every time, like both times I've been
Smoking
pulled
marijuana.
over, they were always asking about drugs, and especially the second time because it was a canine unit.
Isn't
He had
it
a
legal?
dog. Huh?
Isn't it legal?
Hell no, not in Western Tennessee.
I lived in California too long.
No, California, of course. Western Tennessee, Arkansas, and shit like no,
You can
doesn't
smoke in
fly.
front of the cops in California. They don't give a shit. Depends on where you are,
Oh
but in
yeah,
San
cops don't
Francisco,
care.
they don't give a.
California is a
They don't care.
different world than the Deep South.
A
You gotta
different world, a
understand.
better world. No, I'm just kidding. It's
Oh,
not
it is
right
a better
now.
world.
It's
Well,
kind of
from what
awful
I've
right
seen
now.
so far. No
The
offense to
world,
Deep
the
South
California is on
people.
fire.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right about that. Yeah. Well, that sucks. So, hey, Deep
So,
South, you got that throwing for you.
so he let you go again with the verbal warning over here, huh?
No, it was worse. He took me in the car because
Oh, they put you
of
in the
the
car,
little
huh?
window tint that
Huh.
nobody should get pulled over for in the
That's
first
a
place.
that's a power trip.
Yeah, he put me in the
It's probably because
car.
you were telling him how to do his job. Like, you didn't see that? Or what
He
am I
was
getting pulled
embarrassed.
over
He
for?
was a
Huh?
younger
Give me
cop.
your badge number, motherfucker.
I should
Yeah.
have asked, but I knew that would go bad. I
Yeah.
should have asked. But he was a younger cop, which is probably why he didn't want to look bad. So he was acting like all tough and shit, but he checked all my info. You could tell that he knew I was totally legit. He was
Yeah.
asking me my parents' address. He's like, "Why
Dude,
are you
that's none of
going to
your business.
Maryland?" Yeah, he was like, "Why are you going to Maryland?" He was trying to test to see if I was going to Maryland actually, or I was doing this for a nefarious,
Sure.
reason. Like I was going
People.
to sell firearms or drugs somewhere
If
where,
you're smuggling drugs, ladies and gentlemen, let's just say this out loud. All the drug people know to switch out your license plate. It's very simple.
yeah,
You don't drive through Tennessee with California plates. So
right.
these cops, they're not that bright. No
No,
offense to any police officers that are, you
there's
guys are
good
lazy.
cops and then
Cops are
there's shitty
lazy.
cops.
Yeah, they're
I
lazy
know a young
bugs.
cop, and I mean, he's, how do I say this? Not smart.
Yeah,
But, yeah, but
no
he
offense. There's lazy electrician. I'm
but
an
yeah, there's
electrician,
in every job
lazy.
you got that. You have good cops and then you have bad cops.
They probably saw you're like,
Unfortunately, the
cool.
bad cops I get are the ones that have pulled me over, which I've never experienced before. So I can't it's a hard comparison because my story is like totally mm, it's not comparable, but I
All right.
understand why African Americans sometimes get pulled over for no
Oh
reason
shit. Andy's
whatsoever.
going NAACP on us.
No, I
Don't
mean,
start talking about Martin Luther King next. Have you heard the have you heard the info on him recently? That everything was a lie and that he's a sex monger and all. It's all over the TikTok.
oh yeah, the cop told me that.
Really?
No.
I know.
It wouldn't surprise me though.
Well, let's get down to some brass tacks here. Have you hit any strip clubs on your way up from the old Cali to Mississippi? And if so, any one-legged strippers?
You wouldn't want to.
Oh, you wouldn't want to go to a strip club, or you wouldn't want a one-legged stripper? Because
I'll
I
just
think she would
say
work
with
harder.
the ladies
Yeah.
in the areas, you already know what you're getting. You're gonna get ripped off.
We
I'll
have
leave it
fun
at
on here,
that.
ladies and gentlemen. We have fun
I'll
on the
leave it
Pizza
at
Hut
that.
podcast. I haven't been
You
to a
know, no, I have not gone to a strip club.
I haven't been to a strip club since I was in my friend's wedding 2 years ago, or 2.5 years, right when Maya was born. And it was in Tahoe, and it was fun, but it's way different than the time before that I went. That it was real relaxed. Like, it didn't feel so weird. I don't know how to describe it. It was like it wasn't so pervy like it used to be. Like, people were behaving themselves. I didn't see like people doing weird coke shit. Most people were just chilling. But we weren't there for very long, I guess. It was fun. It was a fun time. Bachelor party.
I hate strip clubs.
I don't mind them. It's, the ladies of the night. They gotta work to do.
I mean, it's not that I hate the view. It's when I'm there, I always feel like, I'm getting
Pervy.
like,
Yeah, it's a weird environment.
it's a weird
It's
thing.
not the best place to be. Nothing good's gonna happen.
There was, there was something cool that happened. I think it was actually during your birthday party.
My birthday party?
Remember a long time ago, yeah, Liz got you a place. It was like a speakeasy.
Yeah, the Dirty 30. We did a So for my 30th birthday, my girl did a surprise party, and we got a cable car. We're in San Francisco. Cable car, motorized vehicle that dropped you off at different places. One was a speakeasy, like a hidden bar. Then we went hit up the bars that we loved the most, that we would always we don't really do that anymore, but back then we would hit up, what is the name of that? But well, it doesn't matter. And then we ended up at the beach? I don't remember, because everybody did all sorts of stuff that night, and it was a
It was a crazy
blast.
night.
So what are you talking about? We didn't go to a strip club that night.
No, you weren't there.
You guys went to a strip club without me on my birthday?
Correct. We did.
Correct.
With a
I didn't
couple
even know
people, but
that.
I don't want to mention their names. But we went there. We went on that strip they have in San Francisco, Broadway or
Broadway.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
We went there and we went into, we actually, this is
Man.
sleazy as
Oh
hell. We
no,
bought
wait. We
a
went too.
pass. Huh?
We went too. That night was a blur. I had to call the hospital the next
Were
day.
you there?
I went with my girl and her friend. I don't, that night was crazy.
It was.
We were doing all
It was a
sorts of
birthday
substances.
to remember and or not remember. It was great.
Yeah. I had to go to the hospital the next day. That
That
shit was
sucks, bud.
crazy.
That sucks. But anyway, so we go into this we actually bought like this is how sleazy it was. We actually bought like there's a ticket with like a band you can get so you can go in any strip club you want on the whole
Oh
trip.
yeah, the
So we
Garden of
did
Eden.
that, me and the other unnamed individuals, but I guess you named yourself even though I don't remember you being there. But
Well, I didn't go with you, but anyways, continue.
anyway, yeah, so we went to this one, and of course I'm getting like everyone was like plastered with women coming up, and I always feel weird about that, like coming up to you and being like, hey,
Yeah,
I don't
most
know, it
guys
feels
do.
weird to me.
That's
But
how
there was
women feel when we
one
do
who
it.
I found extremely attractive, but she wasn't like so attractive where it was like supermodel. And
Sure.
I kind of like
Well, they're
one
strippers,
that
Andy.
I say one, so that's like the most degrading thing ever. But a woman who comes up who was kind of like my type, she's kind of a little more chill. And so I was like, all right. So we go in the back room and she's giving a dance, but I mean, obviously, I'm hard as a rock. I mean, dang.
Whoa, whoa! I don't need to know.
But we actually talked during it, which was hilarious. And she was asking me questions about kind of
Andy,
like the
you are a
South.
fool.
Where are you from? Shit like that. And I was like, well, initially, I'm from Maryland. She's like, no way. I have family in Maryland. I
Sure
go
she
visit
does.
there like every year. And I'm
And you
like,
fell
I
for
was
it.
like, she's kidding. She just wants a tip. And I'm like, oh, cool. Whereabouts? I quizzed her almost like the cop did to me.
Sure.
She got every answer right. She
Oh,
knew
okay. So she was from Maryland.
and it was like, whoa. And then after the whole dance and all the shenanigans went on. No, yeah. But anyway, she gave me her phone number and was like, call me sometime.
And you didn't.
I didn't, man.
Yeah, you always do that. You always fumble stuff like that.
Well, she
You,
was a stripper. I
so
don't know.
what?
What? That's a weird thing to
This is
do.
when you were 22? No, we were 30.
Hell no, bro. I wasn't even in California when I was 22.
Yeah, we were 30 because it was for
It
my
was
dirty
it was
30.
one of the first times when we became friends. It must have been when I was
Oh, this is a different time.
29. I think it was probably 29 or 30. Maybe 31. It was your
Yeah,
30 it was your 30th birthday, right?
you should have called her. She could have showed you around town.
If I could go back
Yeah, it was
in
my
time,
30th.
I would have because she was like really cool and I kind of thought she
Why don't you
was
go look her up down there?
legit because
Oh, you're going back to Maryland.
I don't think she liked what she was doing.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's a job, bro. They
Yeah, but
don't they don't
I
love it.
think she actually legitimately wanted to chill sometime out of there and meet somebody that she had someone in common with. Even if it wasn't sexual, I think that's what she wanted. And
I was friends with a
I could
stripper.
be totally wrong because people always say, "Oh, they only." It was the first time where it's like I felt like maybe I should have called and been like, "Hey, what's up?" and then gauge it from that.
Of course you should have. I was friends with a stripper from work. I like regular, normal 9 to 5. Well, what do I work? Four to two. And she became a electrician apprentice. I don't even know if she's still in, but she was like legit just she was like, listen, it's a job. I just danced. She
Yeah,
was from Portland, and she was like, I make like $7,000 in a couple days. Wouldn't you do it? And I was like, yeah, because she didn't do anything else. She was pretty bright. And she could be lying, obviously, but she was like, I just show up, you look pretty, you dance, make 7 grand, and I'm out of there. And I'm like, and then she would do like odd jobs, like like mascots for teams and shit like that. And I was like, oh,
yeah,
okay. She was just like, because she was pretty, she got to get into these avenues that, nobody's gonna hire us to do a little dance. You know what I mean? Unless we go to the Gray Fox. There's something trending right now called like Gray Fox. There's like Chippendales, but it's called Gray Fox. That's where I'm headed, bro. That's why I've been working out. You're gonna see me. Catch me at the Gray Fox
Wait,
Casino
Chippendales?
doing a little jig. I'm gonna shake my tail feather for some extra cash, ladies. So if you're in the if you're in the Concord area, I'll be at the Gray Fox Casino, getting down, shaking it for some coin. Sweet, sweet coin. I'm gonna make maybe $50, but hey,
Money's
sweetest
money.
$50 I ever made, shaking my tail feather.
Yeah, shake your tail feather. Take that
So
$50
we're
and put it towards your dignity.
so we're gonna wrap up this meeting here. It's only 5 minutes left. Um, how long you think you're gonna be on the road for?
Oh, I'm planning on getting to Maryland tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I was
I'm
gonna
waking up
say,
really early. I have 8 hours left because I'm in Eastern Tennessee, and it's gonna take me, according to Google Maps, depending on traffic, approximately 8 hours to get to Annapolis, Maryland.
well, we don't need to know your exact details, or do
I
we?
don't
I don't know.
care.
Some
Well, look
people.
me up. No one listens anyway.
Well, that's
Hell, and if
true.
you do, I'll give you my address so so we can be friends. I could use them.
Well, we're gonna miss you here in California, but everything we do is remote anyways. The
Exactly.
voiceovers, the podcast, this is what I don't understand in the last 5 minutes of this podcast. I invite you to my house all the time. We invite you to the freaking studio to record these episodes. We do these episodes every once in a while at my buddy's house. You won't come 10 minutes from where you live to go to Luis's house, but you're gonna drive all the way from fucking California to Annapolis, Maryland.
Hold
You are the
on. Hold
cool.
on.
You're cool. You're cool for that.
I have a
But
rebuttal.
I'm just saying, it's so strange that you couldn't just fucking come over and hang out with us.
I have a rebuttal. I have a rebuttal.
All right.
You guys
and
I've
gals.
never come to the last two apartments I've lived in.
I came to your last
No, you
apartment a
came to
few
the
times.
first one.
Oh, that's true. I
I
didn't
lived
go
in
to the.
two over the past 4 years,
I have a
and
rebuttal
none
to
of
the
you guys
rebuttal.
have come and seen me.
I have a rebuttal to the rebuttal because I had a kid. So Luis doesn't have an excuse, but I do. I don't go anywhere anymore except Luis's house.
No, no, wait, wait,
Your house
wait,
is, well, your
wait.
apartment was more difficult to get to because you had to
Hold on,
snake.
hold on. You had a kid after I moved to the second apartment.
Yeah.
So shame on you, sir. Shame
Okay.
on you.
Hold on. Hold on. I have a rebuttal again. To get to Luis's house, I don't have to cross the bridge. I can get to Luis's house in 15 to 20 minutes. Your house, I gotta cross the bridge and drive through Daly City. And then winding up that road, I just couldn't do it, bro.
You could take a BART,
I could have,
but
but
I
I
could have
didn't.
also to
And I
visit
did
you
that
guys, but I
once.
chose not to because BART's disgusting. It smells like piss.
Yeah, so I think we both silently understood. But I'm just saying, from here to Annapolis, Maryland, now that's a strike. That is a drive, my friend.
Oh yeah, it is. Jesus.
But
Thought it'd be more
I
fun,
understand.
but
It's a
geez.
family emergency.
It's
So
just kind of
now we
that was just
just
kind of boring. I just want to get the hell out.
it does yeah. I mean,
I
I
love
understand.
traveling. The first time I drove over, maybe it was because I was extremely excited to move to California. From Maryland, I took the middle route. Now I'm taking the southern route, and I'm kind of like mad, or not mad, but sad that I'm leaving you guys, and everything. And there's nothing to do except get pulled over and look at
For
windmills with
real.
no wind. Like, it
Dude,
sucks.
be careful, man. Peace be with you. God be with you. I hope he watches over you. They, them, whatever watches over you and you make it
Politically
to your
correct.
destination
Yes.
safely. Don't stop talking back to the police. They obviously got a boner for you, kind of like the boner you had for that chick in the strip club. So we're gonna
Woo!
wrap it up here. Hopefully we could do some more of these when you once you get back. Maybe you could take us on a sightseeing tour of Annapolis, Maryland for our audio
Absolutely. And
listening.
Annapolis is close to New York, well, New York City, Washington, D.C.
Really?
I'll take you guys all there.
I don't know geography.
Yeah, of course not.
I can't turn left. No, this has been eye-opening, enlightening. You're great. I hope everything works out, and hopefully you come back one day to visit when
Of
my
course I will.
daughter is out of college, whatever. She's only 3 right now. But
I'll come in one of those motorized carts you see in Walmart with like the fat
like King of Queens.
people.
Give me the cheese. Give me the cheese sandwich. Extra cheese. No, it was great. I hope you stop at a casino or have fun doing something. Try to have some fun on your road trip, even though these police officers keep giving you the business. Tell them to, give them go like this when they're not looking. Give them the old finger when they're not looking. I'm gonna do a hex on them for you. Don't you worry. Hex the Tennessee police. No, where are you?
Huh?
Where are you right now?
Right now I'm in East Tennessee.
Tennessee, huh?
Yeah.
What's the property like over there? Anything cheap?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's Tennessee.
Might start me a
No offense to
rotisserie
Tennessee
chicken business.
people.
Well, I actually work with a lot of people from around the country because we get travelers from, they're called travelers when you're a union electrician, and you'll just start chatting with them, and it's like, what? You can buy a house for that much? But anyways, we're gonna run out of time right now. We're bringing the Pizza Head podcast back. Say bye to the people, Andy.
Yo, keep listening. Hopefully we have more. Thanks
All
for watching.
right.
If you're listening, thank you.
Peace. See you, bro.